Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Carson Dykstra of Hudsonville football. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. You've had a busy month.
Yep.
This has been what would you say this last month has been like for you?
I would just say busy and just like locked in. Like no, can't have any distractions.
Okay, so obviously if you hadn't heard, Hudsonville, of course, made it all the way to the state finals. Obviously, not the result that you wanted, but I mean, regardless if you win or lose, making the state finals at Ford Field is an accomplishment. What was that just experience like, kind of from like the start of the week till the game?
I mean, it was fun, but we were just locked in and trying to win, and not just be there just to be there.
Right.
Yeah. Now that the season's over, it's great that we went, but we really wanted to get that game. So
I mean, just like the because that week is so because I was talking to a coach that had been to the state finals before, and there's just a ton of distractions that week, just
yeah, needed
doing
to.
that and getting, and then just all the other stuff like making sure you have enough passes and who gets a pass, who doesn't, coordinating like send offs and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
then you actually got to play the game. So, but I know it didn't work out well for you, but I mean also you scored a touchdown in Ford Field. How about that?
Yeah, that was fun. Last high school play too. It was nice.
Yeah. What was that like to score in the end zone and stuff like that?
It was cool, but it didn't feel like as it could have been just because it was at the end of the game. But it was nice, just coming from Griffin and everything. And yeah,
Yeah. I mean, coming into this season, I know I mean, regardless, I know you wanted to win a state championship and everybody does.
yep,
But I mean, you know, this season was a success.
yeah, I agree.
What was it like just to be on this run, to get because you still won a district title, you still won a regional title. There's a lot of schools that can't say that or hadn't done it in like forever.
Yeah,
What was that like for you to do a lot of the things that Hudsonville hasn't really done in a while?
yeah, it was a ton of fun just because of mainly who it was with, and we had a lot of community support. But I'm just glad we got to do it with our coaching staff and our brothers and the countless memories that we made.
Now, I mean, obviously, you know, I know your older brother played at Hudsonville and all that stuff, and now you got to experience a lot of things like, for you, I know, you know, do you have a favorite moment? I know you have a lot. There's a lot of them. I know scoring a touchdown in the state finals is one of them, but what do you,
Yeah,
do you have a couple others that stand out?
definitely beating EK in that district semi. That game winning field goal was sweet. Beating Rockford, beating Cal for the conference championship, just because we won the red and haven't done it in a while, especially outright. I think it's been like a while. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Going coming into the season, losing the first game, going to Howell and then coming up short, and then just the run that you guys went on, you'll remember that probably forever.
oh yeah, for sure.
Um, okay, so like, what were some of the things you really improved on this year, just overall as a player?
I would say my leadership and my route running, but yeah, other than that, I would just mainly say my leadership, just because I felt like I had the role and just the job to do that, being a senior and to experience like being a third year guy, fifth quarter guy my freshman year. So I mean, I've seen a lot of football teams through that locker room, so figured I need to lead.
Yeah. Um, you know, and then also like surviving in a conference that is known as one of the toughest conferences, or if not the toughest conference in the state of Michigan. To go in and beat all those teams and to claim the first outright division title, that in itself, with just how tough this division is, especially the OK Red. What was that like to accomplish in your senior year?
I mean, yeah, it was huge to know that you won your league and your conference just because, like, guys from the other team. Like, I mean, we beat Adams and Howell, but we don't really know anyone there. We don't see them in a different sport or anything or, like, at, like, anything else. So, yeah, it's fun to know that, like, you won the OK Red. Like, okay, yeah, we beat you guys. We beat Rockford. We beat this and that. So, and it's big because yeah, they're definitely the toughest. We're definitely the toughest conference in the state, knowing that we squeezed out EK and Granville, and then kind of cruised through Howell and Adams a little bit. So yeah, for sure.
Have you had time to reflect back on this year?
I had time?
Yeah.
Not much, but I mean, yeah, it was definitely like sad to grieve over like the season, just that it's over.
Yeah. What will you most remember about this? I mean, obviously, I know you just listed off a few of the big moments, but what will you most remember about this year?
Definitely my teammates and just the guys that I did it with, all my brothers that I made, and yeah.
What does football mean to you, Carson?
It's really just a sport at the end of the day. Like, I mean, yeah, that was a state championship, and there might have been like a lot of pressure, but it is a high school football game at the end of the day. So, I mean, football is not everything. Like, it's what we would say it's what we do. It's not who we are. So, yeah.
So what's next?
I'm not really sure yet. I mean, just gonna get through this basketball season, but I'm looking to go to Davenport or Gliac School or maybe Northwood and possibly play football or possibly run track. I don't really know. So.
Okay. And we may have to have you on and once you maybe find out those updates or something like that. So
Yeah.
all right. Well, Carson, thanks so much for the time. Congrats on this season, and we'll talk to you later in the year.
Thank you.